So, everyone, welcome to the Bit of Gamer Dad podcast, where two dads passionately confess their love for all things video games, as well as explore our confusion about the current state of gaming. I'm Brandon.
And I am RJ. As you guys can see, in a general up there-ish fashion, we have an agenda today, and our agenda has 3 things on it.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, we're still just shooting it. We're still just talking and having a good time, but there's a little bit of content today. But Brandon suggested we get started on this Final Fantasy remake.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about this. Who's played it? Has anyone played it?
Has anyone started playing it?
Because I do not have a PlayStation. If it weren't for the quarantine, I might be trying to convince my wife that it would be a proper investment of our tax return to get a PlayStation. But no, that is not how we will be spending our money right now.
Yeah, you could always look on like Offer Up or Let Go and super cheap.
Ooh, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I would feel bad. Like, you know, when somebody's at the point that they're selling their PlayStation, like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, you've hit the bottom. When you're selling your games. Oh, that's
man. Yeah.
Life
comes at you quick.
Zaylord, I agree. I had that same thought. Like, when I saw Final Fantasy remake announcement, it's like, but it's so close to the next console generation. Why would I get a PS4 now? So I agree with you. I completely agree with you.
I mean, but you wouldn't miss the $100 that you would spend on it.
I don't know. Maybe there's something awesome on PS5, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is I have heard that it's a chapter game. Like, they're releasing it in multiple parts. So I did read that. I don't know how long the first section is. It was a double disc, right? On or a quadruple disc? Was it the 4-disc one? Or am I making that up? It was either. Hold on, now I got to stand up. You guys be looking at my butt again.
All right.
It's all the way up at the top of the shelf.
Cause I got the greatest hits remake here.
Yeah, we're gonna label that as America's ass.
Yeah, it was 3. It was a triple. Here we go, Brandon. Yeah, it's the 1.
Okay, triple. Okay.
Yeah, the 2, 3. It was a triple. So, I mean, I'm interested in playing it. I've been watching some streams. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It's $20, right? Or is it $25?
25. I thought it was full price.
Oh, is it full price? Okay, wait.
I don't know.
Because that's going to change a lot of things. Final Fantasy VII Remake. How much is this Joker?
Yeah, that thing that thing full price, dude.
Holy shit, it's full price.
That thing full price. It's not the whole game.
No, I'm not buying that.
It looks amazing.
I was honestly thinking it was like $20, $25 for the remake.
No, dude, it is a complete tear down and rebuild. Like, the battle system is completely new. Like, it looks and plays like a new game.
Okay, so I'm going to give this my favorite phrase from 2019. Fuck off.
And there goes the PG-13 rating. And there it goes. Now, we can get a couple F words in there before you got to bump it up to R, right? I think you got a little bit of space. Yeah,
for sure. Hey, if Captain America can say it, I can definitely say it and keep out PG-13.
Yeah. No, it is way more than just a remaster. And so the second bullet point, these are kind of interchangeable for us to kind of have a bigger conversation. But looking for folks that have played it or played the demo, like, we want to know what your thoughts are about it. I'm intrigued about it. I want to try it. But the next kind of building block is, what other games do we think need to get that remake, that same treatment? Because a lot of games have gotten remastered, and Nintendo's talking about, like, 35 years of Mario. But what other games need to be completely deconstructed and reconstructed?
So the number one game that, like, when I thought of this question, my mind went to my Sega Genesis days when I was playing Shinobi 3.
Why did I know you were going to say Shinobi? I knew you were going to say it.
Man, that game, NBA Jam, Shinobi 3.
Ooh, NBA Jam
might be like the highlight of my young child gaming. Ooh, no, Street Fighter. Ooh, yeah, we got Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, but Werewolf, do you think so? When we're at, I guess we can keep adding on to the question. But if we're looking at remakes, should the story be untouched or should the story be updated for a modern audience?
No. If the story was good, and honestly, I don't remember the story from Shinobi 3, but if
Yeah,
it was good, keep it the same.
right. Well, because I mean, I think that they're, and I don't think
No,
video games were.
I wasn't saying remake Street Fighter 2. I was saying that was a part of my childhood.
Oh, okay. But
What I was saying was remake Shinobi 3.
like and this I don't, but I think for me, and obviously like, my answers are going to be obvious. Like you can read them already; they're coming. But if we're talking about a game that is deconstructed, story remains the same. We're getting graphical updates, quality of life updates, control, gameplay updates. My three, if I could say three, give me Super Mario 64 again in in a real graphical engine, and give me Majora's Mask, and give me Ocarina of Time. Like I think those games are games that could be completely torn down to bare bones, rebuilt with modern stuff, and look flipping amazing. If I had to pick one out of all of those, I'm saying Majora's Mask. Like a full remake in the vein of how Final Fantasy is doing it.
Yeah.
I would buy it. I would buy that game for full price. What about you guys? What games do y'all think like games that you're fond of that should or could be worthy of being stripped down to the skeleton and rebuilt, a la Leeloo Dallas from The Fifth Element? It has a chance. It has a chance, and I'm not talking about like Resident Evil. I'm not talking about just make it look cleaner, because Final Fantasy VII Remake is way more than a remaster or a re-release. It is a rebuild. Like they stripped that transmission all the way out and rebuilt it.
Oh man,
what are you looking up now, Brandon?
Some of the Sega Genesis games that I would like to see remade. Rocket Knight Adventures. I would love to see that remade.
Why are we our whole lives on opposite systems?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't like honestly until the GameCube. I was not a big Nintendo guy. Like we always had it in the house because I had cousins that lived with me.
Yeah,
but I had Sega CD. Then I went to Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, and I mean again, like NES. Like I was NES, Sega Genesis. But I play NES more. Somebody else on my block had an SNES, so we would like go down there and play the SNES. Then I was N64. Like I didn't pick up a PlayStation until PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And then I doubled back to PlayStation 2. Like that's craziness to me.
Yeah.
Emerald, do you have a Dodo code open? Maybe you can drop that in chat, and folks that want to visit can do that. Or are you just
I did
wide
just
open?
See the invite, but of course I didn't click it because horrible at multitasking.
Zaylord, we could talk about Octo expansion in regards to Splatoon 2 for a very, very long time. We could talk about that forever because I like Octo expansion single player more than I like the regular story player for Splatoon. Mario Sunshine would be a really cool game to tear down and rebuild. And Goober, greetings to you. Now I'm distracted. Squirrel. Now, I think a lot of it depends on what Nintendo's doing with these remakes as to whether or not they're going to be worth picking up.
Earthworm Jim.
Ooh, modern graphics Earthworm Jim. I could see that. Or
Man.
remake some of those like old Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey games. Like that could be, those could be good. Now, Zaylord, Brandon, can I tell the truth? I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to tell the truth. It doesn't matter what Nintendo does with these Mario remakes. The vast majority of Nintendo fans are going to buy them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That includes me. Like, I've bought Super Mario 3 upwards of 5 times in my life. Like, just that one Mario game.
Yeah.
So yes, I will. I mean, on my shelf right now, I have three different, I think 2 or 3 different versions of it, like just here, and that's not counting like the digital downloads that I have of it on different systems.
Right.
Oh my
It's crazy,
god!
man. Nintendo has like true loyalists,
Yeah,
and y'all
keep
will
buying them.
go to war with them.
And so I'm like, I'm on the battlefield, Brandon. I'm not on the front lines. I'm not willing to die. That's not a hill I'm willing to die on. But I will buy it.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
Which is crazy is that like I I never got like real enjoyment out of playing Mario.
yeah.
Like it never did anything for me.
I don't know
Like
what I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man.
yeah.
Like some
And
Brandon,
so
there's some nights I'm sitting with my Switch and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, man, I want to play something. Like, man, I don't want to play that. Or I don't want to play. I'll just play Mario 1 real quick. Let me do a quick run to kill Bowser. And that's like
yeah.
I'll lay in bed and play Mario 1 again. How about we don't? I still have more. I think I still have the Mario Runner on my phone. I uninstalled the mobile Mario Kart though. That game was butt.
Yeah.
Opinions. Bitter Gamer Dad's opinions are their opinions alone. But that game was ass.
Man, just does Mario does nothing for me.
Yeah.
But and as I know I'm like jokingly saying this, but the story just never made sense to me. So I never understood why I was running around trying to save this lady that got kidnapped every game.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think I cared about the story ever. That's a lie. That's not true. I cared about the story in Mario Sunshine. I cared about the story in Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care about the story in any other Mario game that was ever created.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just the platforming. So
Yeah.
the story was just something that was just there, a conduit that told me why I'm platforming. I just enjoy the platforming, the controlling, the running, the jumping. So
sure.
like I think that's just it for me. I enjoy platformers. Because the story's trash.
Yeah. Yeah. So for those that have played the Final Fantasy VII, again, I never played it. Is the story good? That would draw you in or draw you back in, or is this really just like I want to go back and play this game because of the nostalgia or because it looks cool or what have you?
Yeah, I think the story is very much like an environmentalist type thing, like on surface. Like I mean, it's got your JRPG tropes. But spoilers, I guess, if you haven't read about Final Fantasy at all. But I think there is a lot of nostalgia in it because that was, for a lot of folks, is the golden age of gaming. And like the massive subversion of expectations that like massive characters die like in the game, which really wasn't a thing that happened, that you had to deal with that sort of emotional impact. So I think there is some weight to go back to enjoy the game again. So like Relic was saying, like the changes they've made to it, but I also think there's value in folks that haven't played it ever and to try it for the first time. But Werewolf had me over here making the stank face because he said we need to remake Donkey Kong into a 6-man X-Men style beat 'em up with rhythm mechanics in the Donkey Kong Country visual style. I would play that. What a
6-man. Ooh, okay.
You remember that, Brandon? That
I
X-Men arcade.
That. Yeah, man. That game pissed me off to the extreme.
Me and I would always pick Colossus, man. You never wanted to be the last man up on there because you had to pick Dazzler. Nobody ever wanted Dazzler. Dazzler sucked. It's like, oh, there's 5 people on there. There's an open spot. Oh, it's Dazzler. I got next.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead. I got next.
But then I saw the beat 'em up, and I immediately thought of 2 games: Streets of Rage 2 and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that was on the Sega.
That's my man right there. Turtles in Time is the truth.
Yeah, Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. Brandon, I have a final answer. You know what I think needs a remake? I
Yes.
think arcades. Arcades need a remake. Arcades need to make a comeback.
How would we do it though?
I don't
Like
know.
if one was to do it, how would we do it?
All right, I got two ideas. One, I'm stealing from a place that I went to in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
It was an old school arcade, but all of the games cost a nickel. It was a nickel arcade. And so it like had old games like Tron. So like it just leaned into the nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could still play those old games. But it didn't cost you like $1. It cost you like 10 cents.
Okay.
And you could drink. So there's that. But I think another idea, which would not happen, it is completely and totally impossible, is kind of like what Relic's talking about. Like a Wi-Fi gaming cafe. Like it's a LAN party.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could still, in my dream, like you could have a Splatoon cabinet, right? Like you could play Splatoon there, and you could still be online, but it would be in person. Like I don't know exactly how it would piece this all together, but like how can we make like cabinets out of the games that we currently play? You know, like that. You know the Star Wars game that you see in like Dave and Buster's. Like we need more stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fully immersive, like things where you can play like VR games out in public, because not everybody can afford to play a VR game.
For sure. Okay.
Like I'm
interested.
I'm thinking about some stuff like that. Arcades need to come back. Make arcades great again. Wait. That's MAGA. Make arcades great again. All right, somebody. We need red hats with 8-bit letters with joysticks on either side. Make arcades great again. It's going to happen. Don't do that. Don't do that. You might get assaulted by somebody.
Yeah, you definitely might get assaulted.
Oh, God. Oh. This is what happens when we have quarantine. We start co-opting the MAGA movement into video games. Sorry, Trump.
Man, we really need to have a Sega appreciation one day. Because holy shit, man.
Well, Sega does themselves dirty because they've re-released so many of their classics that it's not even like no one cares.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
You remember in like NES, SNES Mini. Like I know that you don't particularly care about them, but like it was hype.
Yeah.
It was hype. Sega Genesis Mini came out. Who the hell cared?
Yeah, no one. Because you could literally just buy that game that came out like 2009 that had all of the...
Right. There's like a Sonic and whatever classics.
Yeah.
Like they've re-released it. So do I have that? I feel like I have that somewhere around here.
Oh my gosh, man.
I don't know. Maybe I sold it back to GameStop because that's how much I cared about it. It's a mess.
Mortal Kombat 3. I think that was definitely my last Sega game.
Well, and for Sega too, Brandon, I would say it's a lot of like their first party was lacking.
Yeah.
Right? So like Nintendo re-releases stuff, they're re-releasing their own crap. Like no one else can release that.
Right.
Ooh. You know it needs a remake? A real remake? Freaking GoldenEye. Get out of here. GoldenEye
like 007. A real one? Like a real one. I have a strong hunch that we would fall into nostalgia and buy it, and then we would do the exact same thing that we did with the re-release of the last one, which is play it for a week and be like, that was cool.
True. Yeah, I can see that. Just consuming. Well, and that's why the free one on Steam, like GoldenEye Source, was great.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay money for
Indeed, you didn't have to pay money for that. That's super easy to... Hey, we can just pick this up when we feel the urge to, man, I'll destroy you on GoldenEye. No, you won't. Like, okay, let's
take it to GoldenEye. Let's go. But I mean, that was the game that really pushed FPSs into the forefront, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it really did it.
Yeah.
But so bring back Star Fox. Do a full Star Fox remake. Could you? Wow, that would be interesting. Like if you did a Star Fox in, like it was a real flight sim.
Yeah,
that would be really interesting.
That would be interesting. Like how close are we going to get to that Star Fox being StarCraft?
Well, Well, I don't. It could still be ships. Like you would still like kind of like what Werewolf was saying. Like still treat it with the puppets.
Okay.
But like have it be more serious. Like
Okay.
like I'm not saying it needs to be like pilot wings or anything crazy like that, but like anything simple. But I think it could be. What is it? What are those games? Is it like Wing Commander? I'm trying to think of what. No, Ace Pilot. What are those games called?
Yeah, Ace Wing.
Is it Wing Commander? Was Werewolf said Wing Commander? I'm trying to doing a quick search
Ace
here.
Combat is what I was thinking.
Ace Combat. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Like make it a futuristic Ace Combat with Star Fox characters, kind of. And so like you still have the realistic like aerial stuff. So it's not really an arcade on rail shooter so much. It'd be more like when Star Fox goes into all range mode. It would be like Ace Combat. Like I could see that being really interesting.
And I was thinking Star Citizen, not StarCraft.
And nobody would buy it. And it would not be a commercial success.
Yeah.
Like I really think the biggest thing in these remakes is the nostalgia factor. I really think so.
Absolutely. And so the game that I've been really struggling with, if I want it remade, is a game that I said was the godfather of a lot of our fighting games, which is Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia remastered.
Yeah.
Brandon, why did I think you were about to come in here? Why did I think you were about to come in here and say that we all needed to get a Virtua Fighter remake?
Ooh.
I thought you were about to say that.
Where we could scan our own faces using like the 2K
But I think a Prince of Persia remake could be really good, though. I don't disagree with that. Now we've argued about Prince of Persia and its place in the pantheon of games.
Yes,
but I agree with you. I agree with you. Which one though? Which Prince of Persia though?
I mean, of course, I immediately go to the first one, like the Sands of Time.
Man, Riley, get out of here. Every video on the internet's not about Smash Brothers.
And I know that they did they tried to do the remake of it, but that was
no.
I just didn't think that was a good one, a good remake of Prince of Persia.
Yeah, what I really do think, for again opinion and greetings, Cope. What's up with you, man? I really do think that when we look at the games that are being chosen, that Final Fantasy VII, because it's considered one of the GOATs of video games, like even outside of its own genre, I think it makes it possible for a game to get that much money to like put into its redevelopment. I don't think there are very many games out there that can truly expect to get that level of commercial success to make it worthwhile to completely rebuild the game from the ground up. If I'm just being realistic.
Yeah. But I feel like I think it's probably been ruined since Jake Gyllenhaal ruined it with that movie. I hope it was Jake Gyllenhaal and not Ryan Gosling, one of them. But I think it was Jake Gyllenhaal.
They're not the same person?
They could be.
Oh, come on, phones. Let's see. Let me look it up.
Like you're ready to say. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that would be an awesome game to have remade.
It was a 2010, and I'm looking it up real quick. Yeah, it was Jake Gyllenhaal. It was Gyllenhaal. Good job, Brandon. Good job. I think there are a lot of games that could use it. I think there are a lot of games out there that could be better for it. I think that there are very few games that would sell.
Yeah.
Like be critical commercial successes. Like, I don't know. And if I can make one spicy hot take here, Brandon.
Here we go. Ooh. Okay, go ahead.
All I'm saying is this. I don't think remakes, whether it be Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, any of the Mario games, I don't think any remake should be in contention for Game of the Year.
No.
I don't think a remake should get that. I'm sorry. Like maybe there's a subcategory, but I don't think a game that came out 30 years ago that's been remastered, remade, or whatever should go up against a game that was released originally that year for that game, for that honor. I don't think so.
For sure. I mean, for as often as we get remakes, it should have its own category.
Yeah. Because I mean, it should be, you should get recognized for doing a good job of like resurrecting a game from the ashes.
Yes.
You know, for game awards, we need like a Phoenix Rising award for games that have been brought back from the dead. You know, best remake of the year. I can see Jeff announcing that now. The Phoenix Rising award. You heard it here first on Bitter Gamer Dads. I agree. I agree, Relic. Like for some of the sub things, you know, whether it be art style or music or blah blah blah, but game of the year, nah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chrono Trigger. I think Chrono Trigger could be a good one to do that with, Cope, because a lot of folks never played Chrono. I think another game that could fit in there is like Earthbound, like Mother 2, Mother 3, like that. I think those like games that have that cult following that a lot of people never play but everybody's heard of. Like I think those games could do really well as well. What if that year? Well, we'll just have to give the award to the remake of Bubsy 3D. Bubsy 3D for Game of the Year 2022.
Pretty funny.
I've seen Chrono played. I've never played Chrono myself. If it got remade,
Never.
I would buy it and play it. Like I mean, I think those are the games that really like have the space. The games that everybody's heard of, but a lot of people haven't played.
Yeah.
Yeah, remake Bubsy 3D. That's the play now. That's what we're going for. Cat's knocked out, man. My man C Cope in here telling people to do illegal things. Cope, they're watching us. They watching us, baby. All right. But so, any other remakes we can think of? Other things like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need a remake of Vector Man.
No, we don't need it.
I don't know if y'all remember
Even
that
though I
game.
would like to play it.
Dude, a new Wave Race would be nice, Relic. A new Wave Race would be amazing. I cannot disagree. I don't know if you're joking, but I'm serious. Like Wave Race 64 was awesome. No, I'm not saying Vector Man was bad. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying
No, Vector Man was a lot of fun.
it just doesn't need a remake. Yeah, we're gonna put a Wave Race rep into Smash. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're never getting another Wave Race. Oh, Brandon, you know what we need? You know what we really need? I'm just being stupid now. We need a remake of Cruisin' USA. That's what we need.
You know?
I don't think that would be bad.
I do think that we could kind of use a remake.
I don't know. I'm thinking about games now. Cruisin' USA, man. I think it would be good. I think we could have fun with it. And
So sidebar here before we move on to the next topic. How come they didn't continue the Wii Sports using like any of the other like the Switch or?
I don't know. I have no clue, man. Well, I think that's what Ring Fit Adventure is supposed to be, kinda.
Okay.
Ooh, Rush 2049.
Because I saw a movie and they were in the movie they were playing tennis, and then I was thinking like, damn, like I kind of want to play Wii Sport Tennis right now.
Dude, we have my Wii set up in my den right now. Like it is hooked up, sensor bar and everything, and we break it out every now and again. Like you might need to go to your local GameStop, Brandon. You know, after the pandemic's over, just pick one up. It's a nice little bridge to get people into video games.
I honestly, I'm gonna just ask my brother if he still has his, because honestly, Wii Sport Tennis is like the best way to settle a argument.
Yeah, and boxing was trash. I thought boxing was bad.
Yeah, I didn't like the boxing.
Oh man,
The golf I didn't mind.
golf was okay.
But the tennis.
The tennis was the best. The tennis was the best. I would say second for me is bowling.
Yes,
and
bowling,
and then golf, But if I can go completely off the deep end to throw a game out there that I'm sure no one that is here on the channel has played, a game that I would like to see come back is Beetle Adventure Racing. It was an N64 racing title where all of the cars were Volkswagen Beetles. Bring it back.
Actually, I have played this.
We needed to bring it back.
I have played this.
Wait. Did somebody say? Hold on. Where's
But
Code?
the game that I was thinking was Driver.
Ooh, Driver. You mean the game that's a meme now because like no one got through the tutorial? Dude, Cope, I just saw your comment up there that you took that 7-Up dot game. You talking about Cool Spot? Yo, that game was terrible.
Oh man, yeah, that game was ass.
That game was terrible. I'm looking it up again. You got me snorting over here, man. That game is so bad. Remake it. No one even drinks 7-Up anymore. That's what we need. Wasn't there like a Domino's game too with the Noid? Like there was a whole period of time in the 90s where like brands were making video games with their mascot. Yeah. It was I mean like Pepsi Man. Hold on. I'm going to look that up. The Noid video game. Avoid the Noid. It's a PC game. And there was a Yo Noid game on the NES. Wow. It's so bad. Like I don't know. There were so many bad games in that time. There were so many bad games. Brandon, now that I'm distracted now. We're distracted. Was it Xbox or was it Xbox 360 when we got Sneak King? I have to like pause when I say it. You looking that up?
Sneak. I am, because I don't know.
It was that Burger King game.
Yeah, it was Xbox. Yeah, it was Xbox.
What was it? The first one, or was it the 360?
360. It was in 2006.
That is a game that I saw and I never played. I refused to touch that. That's it.
What was Burger King thinking? Oh my gosh.
That was it, Goober. That's it. That's what we need.
Had Mick and Mac Global Gladiators.
Didn't that TV show, didn't they try to bring back American Gladiators on TV?
Yeah,
I feel like
did.
They tried to, and it just didn't catch. I love that show.
But now The Rock has something that's similar, and I don't know the name of it. I think it's on like NBC.
I did see a commercial for that, but none of those shows are coming out now. COVID.
Yeah, right.
Titan games.
Yeah, Play Loudly. Yep. Titans. That's it. It was a good show, better than the original.
Man, right. I'm on a nostalgia kick now, man. I'm on a nostalgia kick because I remember
this is what they want from us. They want us to get on these kicks, and then like, oh, we gotta go. RJ, PlayStation 4.
Oh, I just had your audio clip out there real bad. I don't know what happened there. Dude, all I'm saying is, if somebody called me right now, like my phone, if I got a text message right now that said, RJ, I know we're in a global quarantine, but if you don't show up, we can't make this show happen. Most shows I would say no. But if they say, RJ, we need you for the reboot of Legends of the Hidden Temple, I will be out of this house right now. Right now. Where do you need me and when? Like, Jess, Zora, I'm sorry. I gotta go. My people need me. I gotta go. Legends of the Hidden Temple, the Silver Snakes, the Golden Monkeys.
Yeah.
Olmec, we got to give these kids tokens. RJ, we need you to host this show or it's not going to happen. Send me my plane ticket. I will be there.
Honestly, when Temple Run came out, that's all I was thinking about was that game show.
Yeah. And that Temple Run wasn't bad. That was the golden age of mobile gaming.
Yeah,
like we've
Temple
already passed
Run was fire.
The Blueberry.
I put so many hours in that game, burning through my little Samsung Galaxy.
It was that like that game in like Doodle Jump.
Yeah,
and back when you can play Bejeweled 2 for free. Emerald, you unlock reactions. Your Islanders will randomly give them to you. It just happens over time, buddy. Welcome to the game. You can't really grind it out unless you want to time travel. But I do not time travel. Moral high ground. Moral high ground. I don't time travel.
Ooh, we could be time cops.
Animal Crossing time police. We just go to like random streamers channels, and if they look like there's somebody that's time travel, we just grief them forever.
For sure,
Just make a new Twitch account called Time Cops, AC Time Cops.
But that was a Jean-Claude Van Damme from 1994. Actually, now I need to go and watch Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. And we know how I'm spending my Friday.
And there it is. So, Relic, I know this is going to sound dumb. Well, no, it's not going to sound dumb because you just said it. I am 100% on board for a remake of any Time Crisis after Time Crisis 1, but before Time Crisis 5, I believe. Let me look up the graphic for Time Crisis 5. But Time Crisis, again, arcade, I played way too much of that game. TC5, I did not enjoy that one. I played it because I played all the Time Crisis. I played Virtua Cop, like all of those, like House of the Dead, Area 51. I played
Area 51.
I played all of those games. But yeah, so 2, 3, or 4, remake 2, 3, or 4, and I'm on board with that remake. I'm on board with that. 5 was weird to me.
So with Time Crisis in this modern remake, would it be a first person shooter? Like you're
No, you got to buy the accessories, boy. You got to have the gun in your hand. We got to figure out the technology to use these LCD and LED and plasma TVs to have light gun games. Bring back light gun games.
Yeah, bring back light gun games.
All right, Brandon, I need you. I need to ask you a serious question, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Who just think of a friend. You know what? We're gonna put Cope in the middle of this. All right, we're putting Cope in the middle of this. So let's say we were going to visit Cope, right? Like, hey, Cope, we're gonna stop in. We're gonna come see you for a little bit. Cope's like, all right, boys, I'm gonna have some video games set up. If you get to Cope's house and the video game he had set up in his living room was Duck Hunt, would you be mad?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Light gun games are amazing.
I was like, do we have the beer and the whiskey to go along with this? Because I am ready.
That's all I'm saying. Thank you for not making me look like a complete idiot. But I'm just saying, I probably wouldn't want to play it for 4 hours.
No, well, depending on how fast we down those beer and whiskey, because then that could turn into a different type of thing.
Exactly. I'm just saying. Light gun games are great games with other people. Cope said, BYOB, I got kids, man. I need this job. I got kids. Heath Slater reference, y'all. Yo, what's up, Valor? How are you doing, man? That's I don't know. We haven't gotten a good light gun game in a while. I know the technology is weird, but I think it would be really cool. I still have in one of my storage boxes, I have I have my NES light gun. I have a Time Crisis light gun as well. But I don't think any of those work with these like modern TVs though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Fireboy and Water Girl. Yes, I remember it.
Oh my goodness. My man Valor's at work working, getting them trucks going, man. You still essential, my guy. You know,
working day and night.
Now I know when people talk about remaking Mario games, people are talking about like SNES, Mario 64, Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, Mario Galaxy 2. Mm-hmm. The game that I would love to see remade from the Mario tree is Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. Now, I don't know if you've played that one. That was a Game Boy game where Wario was the final boss. That is a game I'd like to see made as a real game, not just a Game Boy title, because I played that game as a kid and I loved it.
Yeah.
It wasn't difficult. Like, it was a really weird Mario game, but I would like to see that game like fully hashed out, like for a console. Like even if it was like a $10-15 like Nintendo Switch Online release or something like that, I'd buy it and play it. But we're just talking about random. We're just talking about random games now. But hey, man, in the arcade vein, Brandon, how are you feeling about Dance Dance Revolution? What do you think about that?
I've played it like once, maybe twice. It's not my stilo.
I'm not great at it, but I do have fun with it. I'll play it just to pass some time. Ooh, 2K, yeah. Valor, people don't realize how far ahead 2K football was from even where Madden 20 is right now.
Yeah.
Like early 2K football, they had like first person view for like running backs and quarterbacks and stuff. Like that was nuts, Brandon.
Yeah. Honestly, early 2K was probably some of the best like sports gaming we got.
Oh yeah. And then
because even their basketball was like way better than NBA Live, and I used to like argue with my friends that NBA Live was better, and I was so wrong.
Because you were. Because live was not better than 2K at all.
early 2K versus late NBA Live.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2K got the job, and I don't like the fact that there is a monopoly like on that contract for the creative rights. So, I get it. But you need that competition because what is out there to push Madden forward right now?
Not a thing, man.
And that's a problem. That's a problem. But let's see. We are at the 40-minute mark. We can outro a little bit with this last bullet point. And it's not really all that serious. Just want to chat about what we're doing and things that y'all can do at home to kind of keep your sanity.
So let's see. Some of the things that I've picked up since the quarantine, I've actually started running again.
Yeah.
And I hate running. Like I ran track in high school and I hated every minute of it. So then I just decided that I would do short spurts of running.
Yeah.
But now I've been doing started off with like a mile and a half and pushing it up more and more, every week.
Nice.
So been feeling good about it. Finally catching that runner's high again, man. I miss that.
I don't get that. I don't get that. But I've been running as well. We got a treadmill here at the house and a little gravel road that we can go down and back, and it's about 0.8 miles. If you go down and back. So yeah, I mean, getting outside, getting that sweat going, getting your heart moving is good. For sure.
Also, slowly getting back into yoga and stretching, and I used to do Zen meditation. Oh, I see someone just put meditate.
Yeah, man.
So doing that stuff again.
Well, and guys, I like that y'all are dropping that in chat because I think a lot of folks just need to see some other ideas. Picked up even more donuts, of course. Well, it's tough though because a lot of us we're gamers, right? Like Bitter Gamer Dads, you guys are here on Twitch. We're talking about video games, and so it's like, oh, so you're telling me I can sit at home and play video games all day? Hell yeah, let's do that.
Perfect.
Don't do that. We still got to stay engaged physically. We got to engage our mind in other ways. Our video games can be a creative outlet, but we just don't want to get stuck. And, we come out of our houses whenever the government says it's okay. And we're all pale, overweight, roly-poly monsters. And, all trying to cram into the barbershop at the same time.
Right.
So, but no, I go outside with my daughter and we run around and, do yard work and stuff like that. That's
yeah.
Actually, maybe I'll be mowing the grass later today.
Yeah. Which I did say that was a part of my weekend plan. Backyard grass, even though it's only that much of backyard grass needs to be cut. So that was my weekend plan.
Yeah, I mean, Valor said he's bald. He ain't going into the... Well, Valor, you're going to be safe then.
Yeah.
Because everybody running to the barbershop and the hairdresser and the nail salon, we're gonna get a spike right back up of all of these viruses as soon as people get out of quarantine because everyone's gonna run to the same spots. And your boy RJ needs to have a birthday party, okay? March 18th came and passed, and we ain't doing nothing. Me and Brandon's supposed to get together for something. I don't know what it was, but we're supposed to get together for something.
I don't know either, man.
Man, Cope, I cleaned up my whole yard the other day, and then we had that windstorm come through, and now there's all these branches back down in my yard. And I'm like, damn you.
Yeah, I do miss the barbershop. Oh, man, I miss it so much. Could use a fresh shape up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Because I've always like just kept my hair short, so I cut it myself and line it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get ugly, man. Maybe I'll get ugly. We'll see how that works. But I mean, I don't know. Like I've been trying to play some different games too. And so like folks checking out the stream, like I haven't played Splatoon in a long time. Like I would say over a month it's been since I played Splatoon.
It's been a lot of games, man. It's been a whole lot of games.
And so that's what I'm trying to do, so it's not it doesn't feel so repetitious every day, that it's not like, it doesn't feel like yesterday was the same as today and it's the same as tomorrow. Like I'm trying to play different games and do things in different ways as well, just to mix it up.
For sure.
Bro's gonna have a bowl cut. My man Valor said he's going to the gun store.
Close that. Yeah. I mean, I've been like seeing people like behind my house. We have a tennis court, a basketball court, and like a little bit of sand for a volleyball court.
Yeah.
And so I've been seeing like a bunch of people back there playing full court basketball. I was like, ooh,
how?
That would be nice.
How do you?
That would be nice.
How do you do full court basketball and social distance?
It's not. It's not happening. That's all I'm saying. In this area, is
what? Like that doesn't make sense. Like how
full
you full
court basketball, man?
Man, I talked to my my grandmother. My grandmother lives up in New York City. She said New York, they ain't playing, bro. She said they put chains on the parks and they took all the rims down.
Wow. And
I saw a tweet from the Chicago mayor who had retweeted a meme of her, that like real gruff looking lady from Chicago. But she's like, your jumper's always going to be weak. Stay home. That's craziness. Yeah, Cope, could you imagine watching a whole bunch of dudes running up and down the court with gloves on? Like they disinfect the ball before they start. Yeah. And they put their mask on and put some rubber gloves on and they just playing ball. Running up and down the court with their N95 mask on. No.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the worst idea.
All right, that's the video game we need. We need quarantine basketball, 2K20. Let's go. You get to instead of buying new J's, new shoes, you get different masks on. The mask they give you like plus 10 to acceleration or stamina or speed. Your gloves can help you with handles. We got this whole game built out already, Brandon.
Yeah, we do.
Whole game is built out. So stupid. You get a foul for entering 6 feet. Yeah, man, that's shooting space right there. Yeah. Now, what if... So is it an offensive foul if the offensive player drives by you and they come into your 6-foot bubble? We got to figure out the rules of quarantine basketball, boys.
Indeed. So everything is technically just a jumper from half court.
Kobe. You just put your whole team in a line across their 3-point line. It's like an offsides trap in soccer. We got the offensive players chasing the defense to their own basket. Werewolf, we got to figure this out, man. We got to figure this out. The rules of quarantine basketball. I'm not trying to get arrested by the police when they show up and we're out there playing ball. It's terrible. This is terrible. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing?
How come on Animal Crossing it looks like the Able sisters, the sister that's working on the sewing machine is working in a sweatshop? Like she nonstop, never stops sewing.
Well, it's because their other sister Label, she left to be a fashion designer. Yo, but she talks to me now. She talks to me now. I go and check in with her every day, man. Now we having conversations. That's my girl. I love her.
Crazy.
She's great. If you jump 6 feet over your opponent, is that punishable? Nah, man. The social distancing space is a 6 foot bubble. It's a bubble. Yeah. So if you can get over that bubble, you good.
Yeah, for sure.
No, wait. Or is it a 6 foot bubble just from your head? I think
and your hands.
Oh, and your hands. Dude, that would be crazy. Could you imagine Giannis? What's his social distance range? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Have you seen the picture? Oh, it's a meme of like the guy that had a duct tape with the swimming noodles on that expanded 6 feet in every direction.
I wouldn't even be able to fit through my own house.
I was like, I need it. I need it.
Oh man. I feel like this is what was that stupid movie? Basketball. Like I feel like
basketball.
Like we are creating basketball right now by trying to create like quarantine basketball. That is exactly what we're doing.
For sure. Right.
Let's see. You know what, Brandon? I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro here on the recording. We'll chat for a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
All right, y'all. This has been the Bitter Gamer Dads podcast. You know what you're getting when you click on this. You might get something good, but you probably won't. If for some reason you didn't catch us live, you can always catch the podcast on Spotify, Google Plus, or iTunes. We also put the video on demand on YouTube. But we want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. And until next time, GG.
Peace.